The U.S. Air Force has a message for the American people. He says there is not just election fraud taking place, but acts of treason. He is calling on the president to declare a national emergency and arrest the perpetrators. NTD's Kevin Hogan has more.
Is he part of the deep state?
Former Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney has come out on the record alleging that treason against the nation is taking place surrounding the presidential election. He says the attempt to steal the election from President Trump is the largest cyber warfare activity in the world. McInerney says there are two groups involved, both the foreign states of China, Russia, and Iran, as well as U.S. citizens.
This is 6 to 10 states bonding together to manipulate their data to take control of the U.S. government and the chief executive officer, the commander-in-chief. So this is not anything to be taken lightly. It's not dirty politics or tricks. It is treason by the very nature against the United States government and the people of America.
A cybersecurity expert signed an affidavit saying TV news stations reported the counting stopped in 5 swing states the morning after the election. He calls this highly unusual and says it may indicate prior coordination, but says they did not stop counting and did so behind closed doors, demonstrating collusion to get the results they wanted in secret. General McInerney outlines a 5-fold plan for tackling what he calls a national emergency.
Initiate the Insurrection Act, declare martial law, suspend habeas corpus, and set up military tribunals. Those are the things that must be done in this emergency. It is a national emergency of whether we're going to continue forward as a democratic republic or go into a totalitarian society.
General McInerney's plan starts with the president declaring a national emergency as per Trump's 2018 executive order on foreign interference with the election. Then he suggests implementing the Insurrection Act to quell potential riots by Antifa and BLM, who he says will want to create chaos if Trump wins. Then declare martial law, suspend habeas corpus, and set up military tribunals to arrest and try those who participated in the steal, people he's identified but can't disclose. He says the problem must be solved now or never.
And if we don't solve it now, it'll never be solved because we will move into a tyrannical situation that will eventually be, whether you can call it social democrats or communists, it's going to be both the same. It's just a different name.
I said we're going to get into all that, but go ahead. I'm following you.
When Bush and Cheney was in office, they built new concentration camps under the organization Halliburton. Okay?
As I have gotten older, I have decided we really need camps for adults. We really need camps for adults. So, maybe mix it up a little bit. You can have the red cabin, the blue cabin.
People calling me saying they go out to their mailbox and they find a little red dot or a little blue dot on their mailbox, and they wonder what the little red dot, blue dot is. Well, it's marking your mailbox by the government, so when foreign troops come in here on us after martial law, if you have a red dot on your mailbox, they take you out immediately and shoot you right in the head.
All right. So they got these concentration camps all over America, and the closest one, I believe, to Chicago is in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. I think I might have heard that they had one at this military base that's closer to Chicago. Okay?
Stop right there for a minute, Celine. So now, the King Alpha plan is basically a plan, and all that you was just saying, to make it in layman's terms for these brothers out here to hear this, is a plan they had on the books to totally annihilate all the blacks out here, to get rid of them.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. First responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. The first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified. Should event occur in urban areas, Jesus. that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares.
That plan is that's what it's about, to kill all of us, to knock us on out.
Well, let me just say this here. See, we have more evidence than just the King Alfred plan.